This is Abraham's story, how his faith in God established him as the father of many nations, and how his traditions continue to be followed by billions of people today. For many long years, Abraham and his wife Sarah waited for a child. When they were very old, God gave them a miracle, a beautiful son named Isaac. Isaac was the son of promise, and Abraham loved him with all his heart. As Isaac grew, they became the best of friends.
Put your trust to God, my son.
But one day, to test Abraham's faith, God asked him to do the hardest thing imaginable. He commanded Abraham to take his only beloved son to Mount Moriah and offer him as a sacrifice. Early the next morning, Abraham woke up, cut wood for a fire, and gathered his son Isaac along with 2 of his servants. When they reached the mountain, Abraham told his servants to stay behind with the donkey.
My son. We go up there.
Then, in the next morning, he took his son Isaac and began the journey.
Father, we have the wood, but where is the lamb?
God himself will provide the lamb, my son.
God himself will provide, my son.
Yes, Father. Lead on.
For 3 days they traveled toward the mountain of Moriah. Abraham loved Isaac with all his heart, but Abraham remembered that God had spoken to him about his travel to the land of Moriah and offer his beloved son as a sacrifice.
Keep pace, my son. We are nearly there.
For years, Abraham had drilled a single truth about God into Isaac's heart. Now, in the crucible of his own darkest days, he had to live out the very lesson he had taught.
Put your trust to God, my son. Yes, Father.
When they reached the top, they built an altar together.
Together now, son.
Yes, Father.
Carefully. It's in place.
Abraham trusted God completely, ready to give up what he loved most. With a heavy, breaking heart, Abraham placed his beloved son on the altar, choosing to trust God no matter the cost. And suddenly, Abraham heard God's voices. "Abraham, Abraham, do not lay a hand on the boy," says God to him. Abraham looked up, and there, caught by its horns in the bushes, was a ram. God provided a ram in the thicket, Jehovah-Jireh, or God will provide. Because Abraham believed, God blessed his family forever. Because Abraham obeyed without question, the angel of the Lord called out a second time. God promised to bless Abraham and multiply his family so they would be as many as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. Abraham's story reminds us that true faith means trusting that God will always provide. Abraham was willing to sacrifice his only son. Today, we are asked to make a different kind of sacrifice. Can we sacrifice our ego, Can we let go of the toxic habits and stubborn pride we hold onto just to prove a point? When we are wronged, it is easy to hold a grudge and choose conflict. It is much harder to forgive, apologize, and move on. But if we can sacrifice our ego and place our faith in God, He will guide us to become better, more loving people.